Hi, it's Gayle Palmer from the Living Elements Clinic, and today is one of my favourite things about the Clair senses. It's about psychometry, the science and discovery of clairtangency, clear touching. All things have energy, and by physically touching an object, you're able to discern the energy, information, emotions about that object, its past, or the people who have owned it, or things that have been in touch with it in the past. This psychometry, it's a sense of that item holds energy and memory, and they can be sensed literally by touch. It's a fabulous Clair to have. When you touch an object, you get an emotion from it. You see flashes of imagery and history or associations with people. Some people get a warm sense of touch with it, or a tingling, or there's a heaviness or a stickiness to the object. Others instantly pick up the mood of that person or the owner of that object, or even an event. So I pick up a lot of information from trees, from stones, Wood's one of my favourite ones, partly I think because it was previously alive as well. So carved objects, for instance. And I have some objects that belong to me or have belonged to previous people that go back a century or more. And I am able, with my sense of clairtangency, to feel into a particular ancestor or a particular event, or just the sense of a room or a building that's had previous people living in there and doing their stuff. So locally to us, we have the Weald Downland Museum, or Open Air Museum, and it has amazing old buildings, some of them hundreds of years old. And you go into there and you have a sense of the people who have lived in those buildings in the past. Yes, you have the smell of the fires in the old wood or the stones and what have you, but that sense of clairtangency, being able to touch that brickwork, touch that ancient sarsen stone in a stone circle, or one of the things that gives me most pleasure, I have lots of tools, and touching the handles of the tools that have been carved for the purpose that they're used for brings me back to the people who have used that tool, or the person that has carved that tool initially. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. You can get that also from like touching a book. So instead of reading the words, you feel the energy that's imprinted into each of the pages. Amazing. It's really amazing. The idea that objects can carry memory is not new at all. Indigenous cultures all around the world speak of the spirit in the matter or of the object. Stones, tools, heirlooms, glass, all are living carriers of the story of their existence. In the 19th century, Joseph Rhodes Buchanan coined the term psychometry after discovering some people could hold sealed envelopes or personal objects and accurately describe the contents or the owner of that object. Later, researchers like J.B. Rhine studied this in controlled environments with equally intriguing results. But science often scoffs these things, scoffs these abilities. But physics reminds us that everything is made of vibrating energy. And so just as a vinyl record stores music literally in its grooves, Objects store the resonance of events and people and emotions, and clairtangents are simply able to read those records so that they can be replayed over time. So practice picking up objects and seeing if you get any sensation from them. A story, a feeling, an emotion. Sometimes you might pick up an object and get a sense of clairvoyance with it as well, or clairaudience. That's using your sense of touch, and you might get it responded to in a different clair. It's useful in finding lost items or uncovering ancestral wisdom, or sensing the truth in situations or places. Many healers use touch. Obviously, as an osteopath, I'm a healer. I have been healing all of my life with or without my osteopathic training. And I can feel where energy is blocked and where it's flowing well. And so that particular sense of clairtangents is quite common. Being able to place your hands on someone's back or neck or head, and being able to feel what they experience, testing it if need be, what emotions they're experiencing at the time, is a beautiful skill to be able to have, and I use it every day in my work. Buildings, as I said before, have this energy within them. You can sense that, and you can literally physically touch it. Jewelry, heirloom jewelry in particular, gives you that same sensation. Holding a friend's scarf or a coat is able to do the same thing. It feels magical. It really feels magical. So if you want to practice with quite a large object, and living objects are often easier. So a tree, if you feel a tree, you can feel the channels which go up and down inside the tree, which feed it water and nutrients. And it's not right on your initial touch, it's a couple of inches in, often in the cambium layer. You can feel the core strength in the tree, and if you slow yourself down into a more meditative state, you're able to receive messages from the tree and vice versa. Just do it in a respectful way. They work on a different time scale to us, so you need to be patient. Clairtangency is my biggest gift, and I think because I'm working with it all of the time. But it really bridges between the seen and the unseen worlds, and being able to project my awareness deep into something inches, feet away from where I've got my actual sense of touch. Proof that memory and energy is truly stored in matter. I love it. As I say, it's one of my favorite gifts. It's a generous gift, and it's always available. It's always available to us. It's that inner sense of touch, and it shows us that everything we handle, from heirlooms to stones to each other, they all carry stories, they all carry energy, they all carry messages for us if we're only willing to feel it. So if you found that interesting, please comment, like below. And if you wish to work with me in a one-to-one level, then please do get in touch via livingelements.co.uk. My name is Gayle Palmer, and I am here to serve. Thank you.